everyone, it's Kaden Weather here. Today I'm going to give you my December forecast 2020. Can you believe it? It's already December. That went by really fast, but I'm going to give you my December forecast for 2020, my first one. We're going to be talking about the above and below average temperatures, what temperatures you could be seeing, and we're going to be talking about above and below average rainfall and precipitation, and what our average temperatures, what we normally see December. So let's get into today's video. Let's starting now. So this is our temperature outlook for this December 2020. As you can see, so this is a lot to explain here. So this really is may not happen and may happen. We're having this thing called a La Nina. So that is when the jet stream dips down in most of the United States, and especially the northern part of the United States gets really cold temperatures during this time. But there's something going on in the jet stream that we could override this and we may not get the La Nina. So this is we really need to track this because we may see this forecast happen, we may not. So if you didn't get this forecast, it doesn't happen, that means the La Nina did mostly happen for you. If you got more warmer temperatures, it means it didn't. But again, that depends on where you live. But again, this forecast may differ over time. That's what I'm trying to say here. But as you can see up here, near or slightly below average temperatures. Up here, as you can see, as usual for the north. But notice how this dips down to kind of the western and eastern part of the United States here. They get cold temperatures, but they're a little bit cooler. That is part of the La Nina. Again, this may happen. This might or may not happen. So yeah. So again. And we're seeing near or slightly above average. So really, in this area here, we're seeing pretty normal temperatures. Again, last winter, we had a really above average temperatures, at least for here in Oklahoma. We had it was like 58 degrees. I remember that temperature off the top of my head. It was 58 degrees last Christmas Day here, and it was really warm. That's record warm temperatures there. But yeah, hopefully it'll get cooler. But it's expected to, because near or slightly above average. It's almost average temperature. So it's definitely, this winter expected to be a little bit cooler than normal, at least for central and northern U.S. But above average temperatures here for parts of this area here, as you can see, this above average kind of like lots of different areas here. And then we see just a small area here in New Mexico and Texas, which is much above average. Not that much above average temperatures here this winter, so a little bit warmer temperature. It depends on where you live. I mean, cooler, sorry. But again, this forecast will differ. So let's get on to the next slide here. So as you can see, let's go ahead and look at just the whole winter. So again, as you can see, this is the entire winter of 2020. So this is not a specific month. As you can see, much above average temperatures here for the south, as you can see. So this is overall. So this is not going to be a specific time, just winter. Much above average, just above average temperatures for a lot of majority here. And then near slightly above average, so you'll see average temperatures here for most of the winter, and then near slightly below average up here in the northern. Again, that's overall. But now I'm going to go ahead and go to the next slide here. This is our precipitation amounts. So as you can see, we're seeing much dry. So this is just overall precipitation. This does not include a specific type. So rainfall, snow, don't matter, sleet, it doesn't matter what it is. This is just precipitation overall. So we could see more snow than we do rain, but most of the precipitation will be below average in this area. And then as you can see in the green areas is where we'll see more above average precipitation. And then all the white areas, which is a pretty big majority here, is under normal average precipitation amounts. Let's go and go to the next slide. So this is the average high temperatures for December. As you can see, we see 10s up here. This is high temperatures. This is the highest temperature it gets during the day. 10s up here, so that's really cold. Just a peak there at the northern U.S. 20s here for parts of that area. And then as you can see, 30s here for Nebraska. Although you see the kind of bluish kind of color there. And then 40s in this gray area. So again, northern parts of Oklahoma is kind of where the borderline is from 40s to 50s. Yeah. And then New Mexico, northern New Mexico usually gets 40s for average, and then southern New Mexico gets 50s. So that is really depends on where you live in New Mexico. But yeah, 60s here in the south, as you can see, and then 70s in South Florida and South Texas. So Really depends on where you live. You get those temperatures 70s to 10s. Let's go ahead and look at our average low temperatures. You'll see really cold temperatures. You get 0 degrees and even dips down to below 0 here. So frigid temperatures here in the northern U.S. and parts of northern Maine. And then as you can see, 10 degrees, widespread area here gets 10 degrees here, especially in those mountainous areas. You drop down to 10 degrees overnight. And then 20s here, as you can see in this area there, and then 30s as you go down south. Near parts of Georgia, Texas, and as you can see here, let's go down 50s for parts of this area here. So Houston area, you guys get 50s, 40s, and then 50s, 50s in central Florida, and 60s right in the tip down there in Florida. So that, as you can see, this map is your average low temperatures. And that is your December forecast 2020. A lot to know here. Before I end, I'll repeat one more time. This forecast may change. The temperature especially forecast may change over time because the La Nina, again, that brings colder temperatures than normal. There's something that's struggling. It's going to try and make temperatures colder, but something's going to block it in the jet stream. So it may not happen. So this, we're really looking closely at this. I'll update you if this changes, but subscribe fast for accurate forecasts. If you want to be alerted, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when I upload a new video. Happy December. Can't believe it's almost December. Have a great Christmas when it gets there. So again, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. If you have any other questions, don't forget to comment that down below and I should be able to answer them. Stay safe, stay weather aware, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!